All right, this is case number 240577561. People State of Michigan, People State of Michigan versus Corinthia James Bush. Appearances, please.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Bush, who has been advised of his rights, wishes to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
All right, court with a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bush. Argument as to bond.
Your Honor, Mr. Bush, the people are asking for a remand. This is a situation, Your Honor, where we think there's a danger to the public. What happened here allegedly was motivated by an argument over whether or not the complaining witness was driving too fast and almost hit Mr. Bush. Your Honor, we have a concern about Mr. Bush's ability or willingness to control his anger. There was a witness to the shooting who apparently is Mr. Bush's sister, who indicated that the complaining witness was standing by Mr. Bush's window swearing and saying things like, what, Your Honor. But there's no indication that there was any attempt to assault Mr. Bush. There's nothing about the complaining witness who was taken from the scene to the hospital via an ambulance. No weapon found on him, Your Honor. And so, Your Honor, this is something where there's no provocation. And Mr. Bush does have a prior 1985 conviction for assault with intent to murder. And while that's 1985, when it comes to intending to murder people and actually killing them, that's actually pretty recent. That's a lot to happen in one lifetime, Your Honor. So we do have concerns here about
Point taken, Ms. Douglas.
Safety of the public. We're asking for a remand.
Okay. Ms. Kirkland?
Judge, I'm asking that you consider a high cash bond. I would not object to a $1 million cash bond. Judge, I'm asking for that. I don't believe that a remand in this case is necessary because the only assaultive conviction on his record is back from 1985, and he has not had any contact with law enforcement since 2017. He is a lifelong resident, so he has strong ties to the community. Nothing currently going on, no pending cases, not on parole, probation. I would not object to a house arrest, GPS tether. He is currently on SSD and not working. He does fall within the 200% guideline. So even a cash bond, a $1 million cash bond would be unaffordable. Judge, I'm asking for a cash bond because I don't believe that there's anything aggravating, although very tragic. He is, presumed innocent, and I don't think there's anything tragic, aggravating about these circumstances that warrants a remand. And I do believe that even with the cash bond, he still would remain in custody. So we are asking for cash.
Your Honor, just for the record, there was a 2004 conviction for CCW, and Mr. Bush was not eligible to have a firearm in this instance either. So we just want to put that on the record.
Okay, thank you. Court having heard argument as to bond. When I initially reviewed the investigator's report, the facts are kind of unique. And my initial impressions were that Mr. Bush was acting in self-defense because the victim approached him and was chirping and all these other things until I reread it. And Ms. Douglas confirmed that the victim, the decedent in this matter, was just talking to him or arguing with him, but didn't have a weapon. And if this was a true, if a valid argument could be made for self-defense, I would have been inclined to grant you that $1 million bond, Ms. Kirkland. But once I reread it to make sure I didn't miss anything, and Ms. Douglas confirmed that no weapon was recovered from the decedent, I'm going to have to remand him. And given that Mr. Bush's own sister from the report gave a relative detailed blow-by-blow account of what happened, the presumption of guilt is great. But I want to say this, Mr. Kirkland, if this was if an argument could be made for self-defense, I would have been inclined for a cash bond. But in light of this great presumption of guilt, the statements in the report from the defendant's sister, I'm going to remand him into custody in the Wayne County Jail during the pendency of this case. Probable cause is June 21st. Preliminary examination June 26th, 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge King. All right. Anything else to put on the record?
Your Honor, the people don't have anything additional.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Bush, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates?
Yeah, by buying you, I would like, I didn't have the weapon. He had the weapon.
Okay, sir. Your attorney is going to advise you to be quiet. You have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Goldberg, are you ready?